And our last speaker today is Carl Johansson, who is Managing Director for Ernst & Young for Russia and the CIS. And Carl, I'd like to refer to a study that your firm has done in the last couple of years on Russia in terms of its investment potential and its investment performance. Would you care to comment on that, and also if there are any differences between the first report and the results of the second report? Thanks.
Thank you. I think the comments today reflect much of what's in that report. I'm not certain there's a whole lot to add. I think the observation is clearly, if we think about kind of going in reverse of the comments we've had, which reflect the survey, is that clearly the reform for Russia is very important, that indeed the reliance on export, unless changed inside, will mean that the GDP and the growth of Russia will, in effect, slow. We do see a number of initiatives, though, by the Russian government that really can make a difference. I think as Jörg started initially on the capital markets, and as Peter talked about the export agency, these are two initiatives that will make a difference and provide liquidity. And to the extent that this can be accelerated, it's very important. I think if you look at what Lou has said and what we've talked about in terms of Novartis, there is indeed a significant opportunity for direct investment in Russia. And it really provides not only, as EBRD said, the necessity for foreign direct investment, but for building up domestic investment, such that capital stays in Russia. So when we look at the survey between 2007 and 2012, we see some very positive trends. If you look at global integration, it's up from approximately 30% to over 70% in terms of those people that have looked at where they are today in the world and where Russia is. And these companies in FIAC have invested over $100 billion in the last 10 years. So indeed, the integration, which is positive Russia, needs to continue, and the reforms need to move forward. The second thing is in terms of where Russia is going. And again, I think when we look at, and Lou was in on the very first meeting of the Foreign Investment Advisory Council sometime in 1994, the basic objective of the Foreign Investment Advisory Council was to do two things: to improve the investment climate for both foreign and domestic enterprises. And so, as EBRD has said, it's very important that that happens. And if you look at the direction of the companies, they would say that indeed that is happening and needs to continue at an accelerated pace. The other element was, indeed, are they satisfied? When you look at returns and when you look at what's happened in the market, indeed, again, we've gone from maybe 50% satisfaction in 2007 to over 70% in 2012. Again, the direction is right. They're looking at the consumer-based opportunity, which is a reflection of what Novartis wants to talk about. They're talking about the need to improve infrastructure, which is very critical for the future of Russia. So indeed, the satisfaction compared to other parts of the world, Russia gets the highest rating in terms of rate of return and opportunity of any market, of any developed or emerging market in the world. So I think we're on the right track. I think all the speakers have reflected that. I think there are a lot of challenges, and Russia needs to take advantage of them. I think the initiatives that are done around RDIF, the initiatives around the roadmap, the conversations that we've had with EBRD and members of the Foreign Investment Advisory Council, which all of these companies are, is an indication that indeed we are going the right way. But speed becomes very important. So we had this conversation with the Prime Minister, Medvedev, and others this Monday, and we reinforced that in the sense of the need to move now, because indeed Russia cannot rely, and we all know it, simply on export of commodities. We need to look at those opportunities within to grow. Russia is probably the best positioned country in the world in terms of opportunity with WTO. So now it's our continuing dialogue and the reflection that these companies represent and the observations they make. Thank you.